All right, everyone. So this is the second part of lesson 10 problem set for module 4. So let's set this up 4 times as much as 1/3 of 8. So here's 1/3 of 8 right here. And they want to multiply all that by 4. So there's lots and lots of ways you can do this. I'm going to combine all the parentheses first. I'm going to go 8 times 1 is just 8. So that becomes 8/3 in the parentheses. And 4 times 8/3. And I see right here, I'm just going to make this 4 times 8 over 3. 4 times 8. And I hope you have, if you haven't stopped it, stop it now and finish this off. Because I'm just going to multiply the numerator. And then we'll change it to a mixed number. So 4 times 8 is 32. That's 32/3. And then if I'm looking at this, I'm seeing 32 divided by 3. 3 goes into 32 10 times because 10 times 3 is 30. So 10 times, there's a remainder of 2, and my divisor was 3. There's my answer. Okay. So that's the first page. We had to use part 2 of the video to finish the first page because that took a long time, but there's a lot of awesome practice there. So let's look at the next page of this. And there's kind of a weird typing thing. Those are 2 different problems. Okay, so circle the expressions, and it could be more than one because they have that S right here. It's telling me that it might be more than one. They give the same product as 4/5 times 7. So let's just figure out what that product is, maybe. Okay, so let me just write that same problem, and maybe you should write it up here too. This is the same thing as 28/5. That might come in handy. And then, actually, you know what I'm going to write? I'm going to back up just a little bit. That is the same thing as 4 times 7/5, which is also the same as 28/5, which is also the same as I want to know how many times 5 go into 28. And it looks like, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 5 times. 3 left over, my original divisor. So that's my ultimate answer. I don't think I'm going to need all that just to figure out which ones are give the same product, so they're equivalent to it. So I'm looking for anything that's the same. So let's look at this first one. 4 divided by, and I'm going to change my divided by into my fraction. 4 divided by 7 times 5. Well, 7 times 5 is 35. That does not look the same as this right here. Okay, my numerator is smaller than this one, so that one is not correct. Let's look at the next one. 7 divided by 5 times 4. I'll just write the 5 times 4. Now my numerator is wrong again. Right? That's my numerator is wrong again. You try the next one. Okay, try it, check it, and I'm going to try it right now. So 4 times 7, I'm going to do that first, is 28 divided by 5. And I see that right there, right? So this is one of them. Okay, and keep trying. So 4 divided by, that goes here. That looks like another one we did earlier. 5 times 7 is 35. That one didn't work. Let's check this one out, the next one. So this is 4 times 7. So 4 times 7/5. That looks exactly like that one, right? So I'm going to say yes. And then this one, they kind of messed with us a little bit. 7 times 4. 7 times 4/5. Now, that's the same as 4 times 7, but let's just prove it. 7 times 4 is 28. Oops, it's a bad 8/5. That looks just like this. Therefore, that is the same. So we circled 3 of those things. Okay, and we didn't even have to do all the math. It's kind of cool. We just go until we find something that looks the same. And then we're going to have an equivalent fraction or problem. All right, let's do some comparing on this one. Use less than, greater than, or equal to make true number sentences without calculating. Boy, I love that, without calculating. So that's without getting the whole answer. Okay, so let's look at this stuff. Let's just start from the left. 4 times 2 is 8. We're going to add to that 4 times 2/3. Let's call that 4 times 2 is 8, 8/3. Let's see if that's enough for us. Okay. On the other side, 3 times 2/3. So 3 times 2 over 3. Well, if you haven't stopped it, check this out. This one already has an 8 in it. It's already 8 and 8/3. I know that is not, that's not a true mixed number because it has an improper fraction in it. But this one is 6/3. I think this is bigger right over on the left. So we're going to go greater than. Okay. All right. This next one, if you haven't already done so, you start it. Try it. Pause with us or start it again if you get stuck. Okay. All right. So here we go. So I'm going to do this first part. Oh, I did something different. Let's figure this out. So 5 times 3 is 50. I just noticed something that I didn't do before when I did the problem the first time. 5 times 3 is 15 over 4 times 2/5. Okay. Look at this. This is the same. 5 times 3 is 15/4 times 2/7. Which do you think is bigger? Huh. They said we can't get the answer. We're not supposed to calculate the answer, but I might go one more step to prove it to you. Okay, is 2/5, so this is both the same number. This is the same number as this, so I'm just looking at those fractions. Is 2/5 of 15/4 more than 2/7? What do you think? Well, I'm going to change my colors here. I'm going to do a little bit more math. 15 times 2 is 30. And then 4 times 5 is 20. So 30/20ths. I'm not going to go any further than that. And then over here on this side, that's 30. And this is 4 times 7 is 28. So I believe this one is bigger. So it's greater than. Okay. This time for real, last problem. Make sure you pause it because I want you to try it. Okay. So I'm going to start it. You can pause it anytime. I got a couple interesting things that I found when I was doing this. So they want us to do this first. 3 times 15/12. 3 plus 15/12. So I'm just going to make it 3 and 15/12 times 3. I don't like this. We could leave it, but I think I want to change it. 15/12 is the same as 1 and 3/12. So this becomes 4 and 3/12. So 3 times that. And then I see 3/12. Do you see the simplified version? I think I can divide them both by 3. So this is 3 times 4 and 1/4. I'm going to try not to solve that yet. Okay. Now I'm going to go on the other side. 3 times 3 is 9. And we already said 15/12 is 1 and 3/12, so plus 1 and 3/12. So this is 10 and 3/12. I'm not supposed to answer this, but now I'm committed to it. 3/12 we said was 1/4, so 10 and 1/4. So my question is this bigger than 10 and 1/4? Oh my gosh. I just noticed I made a mistake on my answer key that I made earlier. 10 and 1/4 is right. So 3 times 4, check this out. 3 times 4 is 12. So even without that 1/4, I believe it's bigger because it's going to be more than 12. And this one is 10, right? Just a little more than 10. So I think it's greater than. All right, you guys. Hopefully you're pausing these. Hopefully you're pausing these. If not, I hope that you're going to bring me questions and you're showing all your work. Okay, guys, keep working hard.